my dear friend. One trouble never comes alone. And at our ages, we may expect more and more of them every day in groups, and every day less fortitude to bear them. In the years since our parting, I have lost my daughter. Now, my dear wife of 54 years has been taken away from me. She goes to a country where there will be no war, nor envy, no jealousy, no rivalry or party. I am, sir, your afflicted friend, John Adams.
Monticello, April the 6th, 1819. My dear friend, tried myself in the school of human affliction. I know well and feel what you have lost, what you have suffered, are suffering, and have yet to endure. The same trials have taught me that for ills so immeasurable, time and silence are the only medicines. It is of some comfort to us both that the term is not very distant at which we are to deposit our sorrows and suffering bodies, and to ascend to an ecstatic meeting with the friends we have loved and lost, and whom we shall still love and never lose again. God support you under your heavy affliction. Your friend, Thomas Jefferson.
You and I have passed our lives in serious times. We have suffered ourselves to be the passive subjects of public discussion and reaped animosity and bitterness. I am fixed in my opinions and too old to change them. But you and I ought not to die before we have explained ourselves to each other.
As long as there is government, there will be differences of opinion. Everyone takes his side in favor of the many or the few. Nothing new could be added by you or me to what has been said by others and will be said in every age.
Whether you or I were right, posterity must judge. Yet I ask of you, who shall write the history of our revolution? Who can write it?
You ask who shall write the history of our revolution. Nobody, except merely its external facts. I prefer to look back on those days when Massachusetts and Virginia lived and acted in perfect harmony. Monticello, February 20th, 1825. My dear friend, I sincerely congratulate you on the high gratification which the issue of the late election
must have afforded you. It must excite ineffable feelings in the breast of a father to have lived to see a son.
Continue.
My dear, would you mind?
It must excite ineffable feelings in the breast of a father to have lived to see a son to whose education and happiness his life has been devoted, so eminently distinguished by the voice of his country.
Yes, indeed, yes, indeed. Although no man who ever held the office of president would congratulate a friend, to say nothing of his son, on obtaining it.
Nights of rest to you, and days of tranquility, are the wishes I tender you with my affectionate respects. Thomas Jefferson.